Today's lesson is called Twins. Twice the trouble, double the fun. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
I'm Roger. We're continuing to talk about twins in today's program, and we've been mentioning some interesting facts regarding twins. We talked about some of those things last time, the types of twins that there are, the fact that twins are not perfect copies, and that more and more twins are being born because women are having babies later, and older women tend to have twins more often.
There you go. There's some fun facts for you guys in recap. Yes, Roger just shared those fun facts with you guys. Now, I have a fun fact of my own concerning a very famous Roger, probably the most famous Roger on planet Earth, though I'm not saying that you are not famous there, Roger. You're fantastic. No, the most famous Roger on Earth these days is probably Roger Federer, a very famous tennis player, one of the best players of all time when it comes to tennis. He's from Switzerland. Get this, Roger Federer has had, with his wife Mirka, 2 sets of twins. Yes, he's got 4 kids, but his wife has only given birth twice. He's had 2 sets of twins. I believe the probability of that is like 1 in 10,000 at the very least. I imagine the numbers could even be more astronomical than that. Or the statistics, I should say, could even be more astronomical than that.
It seems like quite a few celebrities have twins, but we've got some more fun facts regarding twins in today's program, so let's get to it. Let's talk about the first one here. Let's listen to it, and then we'll discuss it.
Historically, twins have long been viewed as extraordinary. Ancient Romans believed their city was founded by twin brothers. In many parts of West Africa, twins are seen as a powerful link to the divine. Though today they are usually seen in a less supernatural light, twins are still often the target of curiosity.
各位好，第一部分我们看到一个单字 divine， 这个字是形容词，指神圣的。例如 The victims of the disaster prayed for divine intervention. 灾民们祈祷上天帮助。而 divine 除了指神赐的之外，还可以指绝妙的、非凡的。所以可以说 The food at the restaurant was divine, and I can't wait to go back there again. 这家餐厅的食物滋味绝妙，我等不及要再去那里了。再来我们看形容词 supernatural 指超自然的，像是 When people give me supernatural explanations for things, I rarely believe them. 当人们跟我解释超自然的现象时，我几乎不相信。
All right, everybody, let's go ahead and start part 2 of our lesson on twins, okay? We've got another fun fact for you guys. Get this. Historically, twins have long been viewed as extraordinary. So the fact that Roger Federer and his wife, I should say, have had 2 sets of twins back to back, that fact is amazing and surprising and extraordinary. But the history of twins and their being extraordinary, it goes back a long time. Yes, historically, twins have been viewed as being extraordinary. And get this, ancient Romans believed their city was founded by twin brothers. I believe these 2 brothers were Romulus and Remus. Funny story, I believe that Romulus and Remus were suckled or given milk by a wolf, a she-wolf. She was able to raise these boys, and they ended up creating Rome, the city of Rome. Yes, Rome, that city is named after one half of this twin pair, Romulus. Romulus, Rome. And apparently, Romulus, even though he did give his name to the city of Rome, he wasn't a really nice guy. Legend has it that Romulus killed his twin brother, Remus. Oh, how about that? Anyways, though, yes, ancient Romans believed that their city was indeed founded by twin brothers, Romulus and Remus.
I guess they think that's a good thing. The city of Rome was founded by those twin brothers, so that's interesting. In many parts of West Africa, twins are seen as a powerful link to the divine. So this is in West Africa, the part of Africa that sticks out into the Atlantic Ocean there. In that part of Africa, they believe that twins are kind of a connection or have a connection, or they are a powerful link to the divine. And here we've got the word divine, which means having to do with God, the all-powerful being that we can't see, but it's still there. At least some people believe so. And we, of course, are using the word the divine. Anything having to do with God, that would be the divine.
There you go. The word divine is not unlike the word holy. Okay, so if something is divine here, you can say that it's religiously significant. So people in West Africa, they see a twin, or they see twins, I should say, and they think, hey, God is talking to us through these twins. How interesting. We've got two identical beings. There must be something divine to this. There must be something holy to this. So yes, it says here that twins in this part of the world are seen as a powerful link to the divine, to God, so on and so forth. Now, though today twins, are usually seen in a less supernatural light, twins are still often the target of curiosity. Yes, people always have questions for twins. Do you have your own private language? Do you think the same things at the same time? Do you feel each other's pain and stuff like that? But these are innocent questions, whereas before, people really thought twins were a way that God talked to people and stuff like that, but that's not the case anymore today. Today, twins are usually seen in a less supernatural light, with less superstition.
Yep, in a less supernatural way. They don't kind of see them as a connection to God. But still, people in West Africa are nice to twins. They are often the target of curiosity, which means, hey, you're twins? That's cool. Gee, do you guys think alike? How do people tell you apart and things like that? That is true. Twins, to me, are the target of curiosity. Of course, I can't resist trying to tell them apart. Gee, how do you tell them apart? Other than, looking at their fingerprints or their belly buttons. There must be different ways. But in any case, that's a fun fact here. Twins have been seen as extraordinary. Let's talk about another twin fact here in the next paragraph here. What we've been mentioning before. Twins do have a close relationship. Let's find out what this is all about.
Twins often have a particularly close relationship. This isn't terribly surprising. Studies have shown that twins begin to interact in the womb. They become so intimate that as babies and toddlers, some 40% of twins use their own language to communicate. As they get older, many twins swear they can sense when something is wrong with their other half.
第二部分我们看到一个单字 interact， 这个字是动词，有互动、相互影响的意思。后面常接 with 加名词。例如 This online game allows me to interact with players in other countries. 这个线上游戏让我与其他国家的玩家互动。而在 interact 的字尾加上 ion 则可以成为它的名词 interaction。所以可以说 Although other people were in the room, I had no interaction with any of them. 虽然房间内还有其他人，但我没有跟任何人互动。接着我们看到名词 toddler 指学步的孩童，像是 Once babies become toddlers, it becomes very hard to keep a house clean. 当婴儿成为学步的孩童，就很难将家中保持干净了。
All right, folks, we've got another fun fact again. Before we were talking about history. Yeah, historically, twins have long been viewed as extraordinary. But next up, we're going to talk about the relationship between twins. No more history, no more supernatural stuff like that. Let's talk about the relationship between twins. It says here that twins often have a particularly close relationship. which makes sense. They are twins after all. The moment they come out of the womb together, hey, they are friends for life. So yes, you would expect them to have a particularly close relationship. Yes, this isn't terribly surprising. In fact, that's what the article says here next. Yes, the fact that twins have a close relationship, this isn't terribly surprising.
Right. The next sentence goes on to say, studies have shown that twins begin to interact in the womb. So they've done some research. Maybe they had ultrasound or something like that. They were listening in with stethoscopes, and these studies kind of observed those twins in the womb, and they discovered, hey, those twins are actually interacting with each other. To interact means you kind of exchange ideas. One person says one thing, the other person hears it and says something back. It doesn't have to be spoken language only. It could be nonverbal, which it probably is in the womb, because I can't imagine how those twins could actually talk to each other in the womb. But they kind of interact. Maybe one kicks one and then the other one kicks back. One kind of laughs, the other one laughs. So that's interacting.
There you go. It's two-way communication, though it doesn't have to be verbal. Yes, if you interact, okay, you act in a way that has an impact or an effect on another person. It goes back and forth. For instance, if you're interacting with another person, you're conversing with them actively, okay? You guys are acting on one another, responding, replying, so on and so forth. You're doing so as though you truly understand one another. Now, these twins in the womb, like Roger said, they're not talking, of course, but yeah, they might be communicating in other ways. They might be interacting in other ways. Now, there's more. These twins, they become so intimate that as babies and toddlers, some 40% of twins use their own language to communicate. And I've mentioned this a few times before. Twins very often do have their own language that nobody else can understand. Sometimes even their mother can't understand their own language that they use to communicate. How cool. Now, here we've got this word intimate to talk about. Here, if two people are intimate, they're very close in a friendly way. Yes, the word intimate describes something that is kind of private. Okay, these twins, they can't really be as close with another person as they are with one another. Their relationship is just that intimate. They can never really share with another person the same things that they can share with their twin.
Right, so we're talking about twins here, and they're quite intimate. They're quite close to each other when they're babies and when they're toddlers. The toddler, of course, is a baby who has just learned to walk. And some 40% of twins use their own language. I don't know if it's a whole separate language, but they have a way of communicating that nobody else can understand. And as they get older, many twins swear they can sense when something is wrong with their other half. I think that's also true even if they're not in the same room, or if they're hundreds of miles apart. They can kind of tell, gee, I think my twin John is experiencing something bad. I better get on the phone and give him a call and see what's up. They can actually sense this. They can sense something's wrong with their other half, which would be the other twin.
Yeah, I've heard stories about this, about twins who might have been separated for years. Let's say one gets married and moves away. When something bad happens to their twin or their other half, sometimes they feel it. Like they can feel the moment that their other half of this twin team, they can sense the moment that they get sick or when they pass away and stuff like that. There you go. Many twins, yeah, they swear they can sense when something is wrong with their other half or the other half of that twin team, their twin. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. When we come back, we're going to wrap up our article on twins.
Twins are still very different people. They may prefer distinctive styles of dress and music, favor different foods, harbor opposite opinions, or attend different activities. You may find one twin in the school algebra club, while the other opts for the swim team. Although it may be tempting to treat twins as if they were one and the same, it is important to recognize and respect them as individuals. After all, with a pair of twins as friends, you can enjoy double the fun.
3部分我们看到单字 distinctive， 这个字是形容词，指独特的、特别的。例如 This cafeteria is known for its distinctive decorations and architecture. 这间咖啡厅以其与众不同的装潢和建筑而闻名。再来我们看到一个动词 opt， 指选择，常使用 opt for 名词或 to 动词来表示选择或挑选。我们可以说 When given a choice of what to eat, Don always opts for Mexican food. Don 有机会选择要吃什么时，总是会选择墨西哥料理。又或者说 The army nurse opted to stay behind and help those who were injured. 那名军护选择留在后方协助伤者。最后我们看到单字 tempting， 这个字是形容词，指吸引人的、诱人的，像是Carla could not resist a tempting treat from the dessert cart. Carla 无法抗拒甜点摊车上诱人点心的吸引力。而 tempting 去除字尾的 ing 则可以成为动词 tempt， 有诱惑、利诱、怂恿之意。所以可以说 Max tempted the nervous kitten with a bowl of food. Max 用一碗食物引诱那只紧张的小猫咪。另外补充一个 tempt 相关的片语，常使用 somebody be tempted to 动词来表示某人想要、意图做某事。举例来说 Peter was tempted to accept the new offer, but he turned it down for personal reasons. Peter 本来想要接受新工作的邀约，但他以私人原因婉拒了。
Let's talk some more about twins, and we've got another fact here. Twins are still very different people. So you might think that because two twins are identical twins, they might have identical personalities. They may have the same tastes in food and music and things like that, but no, twins are still very different people. Even though they look exactly alike, they are still individuals. And let's take a look at the first sentence here. It says, they may prefer distinctive styles of dress and music, favor different foods, harbor opposite opinions, or attend different activities. So, of course, this is referring to twins or identical twins. They may prefer distinctive styles of dress and music. And distinctive just means they're unique, they're special, they're one of a kind.
There you go. That's what the word distinctive here means. It means unique. Anyways, a distinctive quality of a person, you could say, is a quality that makes that person that person. It makes them unique. And even though twins can be identical, this doesn't mean that they can't like different stuff. And it says here that twins, they might prefer distinctive styles of dress and music, i.e. they like to listen to different things and wear different types of clothes. And yeah, they might even have different tastes when it comes to food. How about that? Anyways, yes, they may prefer distinctive styles of dress and music, favor different foods, harbor opposite opinions, and attend different activities. How about that? It says here, you may find one twin in the school algebra club while the other opts for the swim team. So one twin half here might be the athlete, the other might be the egghead. How about that? Yes, if you're an egghead, chances are you're smart and you like math and stuff like that. You might even like algebra. By the way, algebra is a type of math. Usually you start learning it around 6th or 7th grade. Algebra is math with numbers and the letters. So if you go ahead and open up a math textbook and one of the problems says 2 plus x equals something, you are doing algebra. You've got constants, i.e. numbers, and also the letters, which are called variables.
I think algebra is called dai shu in Chinese. So yes, one twin, for example, might prefer joining the algebra club, and the other twin will opt for the swim team. Those are quite different clubs there. Here, opt is with the preposition for. To opt for something just means you're choosing that thing. Well, I'll opt for rice today instead of noodles for lunch. And the next sentence here says, although it may be tempting to treat twins as if they were one and the same, it is important to recognize and respect them as individuals. So it might be tempting. If something's tempting, it means it's really hard to resist. It's very attractive and you just can't say no. I'm on a diet, but this piece of chocolate cake is so tempting. Oh, just this once. It won't hurt. It's very tempting. But here it may be tempting to say, well, because you're twins, you probably have identical personalities. You are one and the same, which means basically you're identical, you're exactly the same, but still you need to recognize them as individuals. No, you are different even though you look exactly alike.
Yeah, it's tempting. You want to do this even though you probably shouldn't. You should treat twins like distinct individuals. After all, they are their own people. But here, yes, it's tempting. You want to do it even though it's probably wrong. Yes, if something is tempting, it's attractive, it's desirable. You want that thing, but you kind of want it against your better judgment. You know better, but you still want something that is tempting. Anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up our article. The final sentence says, after all, with a pair of twins as friends, you can enjoy double the fun. So treat them as individuals, and hey, you might just get a set of twins as a friend here, okay? So that's pretty cool, and that's where double the fun comes in. So maybe raising twins, that's really, really stressful, but later on in life, you have two identical friends, and yeah, that'll be double the fun. How about that? It sounds like we've come full circle.
We certainly have, and we'll come full circle in just a second when we have a discussion starter. But before that, we need to hear from our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第一部分的小标题提到说 Historically, twins have long been viewed as extraordinary. 双胞胎在历史上一直被视为非比寻常。那接着我们在这个段落第二句又提到说 In many parts of West Africa, twins are seen as a powerful link to the divine. 在西非许多地方，双胞胎被视为和神连结的有力途径。好，这两个句子都是用来表达被视为什么什么。好，这两个句子里面的 view 和 see 是表达说视为或是认为。那除了这两个动词之外，我们还可以用 think of 或者是 regard 等等。好，我们来学它们的句型哦。主动语态的句型是view, see, regard 或是 think of 再加上某人或某事物加上 as 加上形容词或名词，这表示说将某人或某事物视为什么，认为某人某事物怎么样怎么样。例如 She sees the job as a great opportunity. 她认为那份工作是绝佳的机会。好，那我们刚刚提到说课文两个句子啊，它是用被动语态来表达。被动的句型是某人或某事物 be viewed as, be seen as, be regarded as 或者是 be thought of as 后面再加上形容词或名词。例如 Nick is regarded as the best player on his team. Nick 被认为是他队上最厉害的球员咯。好，接着读到课文倒数第二句，他说 Although it may be tempting to treat twins as if they were one and the same, it is important to recognize and respect them as individuals. 虽然忍不住会想把他们当作同一个人那般对待，但是分辨并且尊重他们是不同个体，这是很重要的。好，那么句子里面的 one and the same 表示同一人或是同样的事物。举例来说 The restaurant's owner and the cook are one and the same. 意思就是说那间餐厅的老板和厨师是同一个人，老板就是厨师。好，另外我们句子里面用到 as if 后面来接假设法的子句。我们在前几天的课程有提到啊 as if 或是 as though 在描述跟实际情况相反的情况时，它的子句要用假设法。那这边我们再多做补充，如果是跟现在事实相反的情况，这个句型要用as if 或是 as though 加上主词加过去式动词，那如果是 be 动词就一律用 were。例如 She treats her 40-year-old son as if he were a child. 他把他那40岁的儿子当作小孩一样对待。那他儿子根本就不是小孩了，实际的情况是40岁的大人了。所以我们这边用跟现在事实相反的情况，所以这个 be 动词用 were as if he were a child. 如果是跟过去事实相反的情况呢，这个句型是as if 或是 as though 加上主词加上过去完成式，也就是 had 加上 PP。 例如 He went on reading and acted as if nothing had happened. 他继续看书，表现得一副好像什么事都没有发生样子。好，那最后我们来介绍一个句型，叫做 It is important to 加原形动词，这表示说做什么什么是很重要的。那句型里面这个 it 它是虚主词，用来代替真正的主词，也就是不定词 to 加原形动词。例如 It's important to exercise regularly. 规律运动是很重要的，那么 it 就代表了 to exercise regularly。好，那像这样的句型呢，它并没有命令的语气。可是如果你改用另外一个句型叫做 It is important that 主词 should 加原形动词，这样就带有告诫命令的语气哦。那这个句型里面的 should 常常被省略，只保留后面的原形动词。不过其实像这样的句型，它的 that 子句也常常改用直说法，让这个动词随着主词做变化。我们来造两个例句。It is important that you maintain a balanced diet. 维持均衡饮食是很重要的。It is important that every child have the right to an education. 每个孩子都拥有受教育的权利是很重要的。那在这个句子里面 every child have 这个 have 的前面就省略了 should， 所以只保留原形动词 have。 好，以上是今天的重点整理，我来回顾今天的单字吧。
Divine. Derek believes everything that happens is due to divine will.
Interact. Rust forms when metals containing iron interact with water and oxygen. Intimate. Sharon has been intimate friends with Janet ever since they met in college. Distinctive. The distinctive black and white markings on zebras may help them control their body temperature. Algebra. Calvin has always been great at math, so algebra was a piece of cake for him. Tempting. Ruby had to turn down the tempting offer to go on a trip with her friends.
Discussion Starter starts now!
All right, everyone. With that, it's time for our discussion starter. Roger, would you want to be a twin?
I wish I were a twin because people would want to talk to me and they would want to know more about me, and I could always blame my other twin in case I got in trouble. How about you?
No, I wouldn't want to be a twin because I already have plenty of siblings, okay? I don't need another sibling, even if this sibling happened to be a twin. So, yeah, it would be nice to be a part of a twin team or something like that. But like I said before, I already have plenty of family members. Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.